Now, most of you have been playing this game for 10 years. And you got 2 more quarters, and after that, most of you will never play this game again as long as you live. I want you to take a moment, and I want you to look each other in the eyes. I want you to put each other in your hearts forever, because forever is about to happen here in just a few minutes.
I got my fans in the stands, my team on my back, my family in my heart. I put my city on the map. See, I'm cool with my school, but I know I can do better. I checked the mail yesterday and not one college letter, not one college offer. After all this hard work, I'd be telling you a lie if I said it didn't hurt. So how do I stay focused in this game called life? And do I have a fair chance when this world's so shite? See, we all pay a price. I got some things on my mind, but I need to regain my focus, cause it's game time. Give all, leave nothing. In the end, I gotta choose. Clear eyes, full heart, I can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes. Now look me in the eyes and put your hand in mine. Forever's about to happen right here in this moment of time. So let's draw a line right here in the sand. And let me say that on this very day is the day that we took a stand. Cause not just a game, it's more than a game. It's more than the hurt, it's more than the pain. It's more than the glory, it's more than the fame. This right here is about legacy, man, so it's bigger than me, it's bigger than us. We can lose sight in the midst of the fuss. Let's slow it down and take it in. Enjoy this moment, what's the rush? They wanted bad, but we wanted more. This is what we've been waiting for. With tears in our eyes, we let our hearts roar. Unleash war when we walk out this door. We won't be delayed, we won't be denied. In the end, we won't be refused with clear eyes, a full heart. There's no way that we can lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes.
This is a great time to visit your concession stand, where you can get hot dogs and chili dogs, pizza, popcorn, candy, and cool products. We take cash.
Hello there, Bobcat Nation, and welcome back to another edition of Bobcat Sports Live here on the Bobcat Sports Live Network and your NFHS network. I'm sitting alongside Isaac Nagel. It is me, Michael Davis. I don't know if I said that or not, but one thing I do know, we just came off an electric JV contest where the Celtics beat the Bobcats 43-41 at the buzzer. And if that's any indication what this game will be, I'm excited. However, I've been watching in warm-ups, and the one thing I will say, DeMarcus Brown throwing alley-oop dunks to himself. Number 24, Mason Williams getting thrown alley-oops to him. 3 guys alley-oop dunking it in warm-ups. And I'm not saying that's an indicator. I'm just saying that's what we got to see in warm-ups.
It's scary to see. You know, we're revved up after that JV game coming in, got some adrenaline in us, and it seems like maybe this game is gonna have some adrenaline in it too. This is gonna be a matchup tonight. Good thing for the Bobcats coming off a win last week.
Yep.
Friday night against Marion brings the Bobcats to a 6-8 record. Thinking maybe before the playoffs we can start making a push to 500. It would start tonight, but man, we're gonna have a tall task in front of us with the Celtics of Radford Catholic. No, Roanoke Catholic.
Hey, no worries. I told myself I wasn't going to keep calling them the Catholics all night, so I went with the Celtics.
Well, you know, Catholics across the chest, Celtics
Yeah.
and Catholic both start and end in C.
Well,
you know.
the JV had Celtics across their chest.
Oh, no. So there was no excuse.
Yeah.
Now,
So,
but now you're going to have trouble because Catholic
yeah,
is across the
I'm
chest
just going to, whatever comes out, as we saw Notre Dame in the playoff not too long ago. But, hey, whatever. Bobcats, 100. I'm not sure 100% if Ashton is 100%, but he's warmed up here. He looks pretty healthy to me. Now, the last time we saw them on Bobcat Sports Live Network, he was limping a little bit. He didn't play much. Now, he did get to play a little bit, but if he's not 100%, it's going to be a tough task for the Bobcats. That being said, Isaac, even if he is 100%, what are the keys to victory here for your Bobcats if they're going to come away with a victory over the Celtics?
Yeah, that's a good question. And like you said, Ashton Taylor, maybe the third or fourth game in a row that the story of the game has been his health and warm-up. So you hope he's better tonight. But in some of those games, you've had the Bobcats come out and getting a lot of different players involved. I think with so much height for Roanoke Catholic, Radford's going to have to get lots of players in lots of spots to get some deep shots. So I'm going to say the three ball is going to be the difference maker as I watch Radford take some threes in warm-ups, and it didn't look great so far. But this is just warm-ups. This is what it's for.
You're absolutely right. It's just warm-ups. You got to get warm, but you can tell a lot about a team. Sometimes you can. I've seen some good warm-up teams and bad warm-up teams, and their play is different. But one thing I know the Bobcats have to do well tonight. They're going to need Sincere Taylor to knock the three. They're going to need Farmer to come off the bench and hit the three. They need Ashton Taylor to score at all three levels. They're going to need William DeHart-Lewis to play lockdown defense in transition. They're going to need Corian Ferguson to do the same in the paint. What you got for me?
Well, I've got a live interview right now with Garland Lard's brother, Giles. Do you have any keys for the game? Garland Lard should shoot more. So if Garland gets some buckets tonight, you heard it here first from Giles Lard.
I've been saying it all year he should shoot more, so I'm prone to that. We're just under a minute away from our national anthem, so we'll dip out for that and be back with your starting lineups from Isaac Nagel. Michael Davis on Bobcat Sports Live.
Yeah. Put my shades on. I live it up like these on my last days. If time is money, I'm an hour past pay. Gunpowder in my hourglass. Faker than some flour in a powder bag. Yeah, I put it down like my hands hurting. I'm on a natural high, but I land perfect. Some of us are lovers, most of y'all haters. But I put up a wall, and they just wallpaper. So love or hate me, I stay hate-free. They say we learn from mistakes, but that's why they mistake me. I got some weight on my shoulders. To me, it's like feathers. All hell Weezy, call it bad weather. I stick to the script, I memorize the lines. Cause life is a movie that I've seen too many times. You're on the outside looking in, close the blinds. And they say never but it never mind. I've been gone too long, true or false, right or wrong. Hello, Weezy, welcome home. Yeah, and I'm a blunt flowing, polo draw showing. I don't give a lovely mother with my money growing. No matter where you going, you don't need a bus pass me to bust your. I'm a blunt flowing, polo draw showing. I don't give a lovely mother with my money blowing. No matter I got going, you don't need a bus pass me to bust your. Stunner, I got 'em. I'm back on them. All about my riches. My name should be Richard. Cut the bull, they shout. I'm Edward with the scissors. Life is a choice, and death is a decision. Times have changed. Before you get a new watch, I still got the vision like a line between two dots. Young money's eating, the label getting fatter, and yeah.
0, Colton Garner-Rollins. You have number 1, Sincere Taylor. Number 3, Ashton Taylor. We talked about him being injured tonight. He will start. Hopefully you've got a 100% Ashton Taylor. Starting with Ashton, number 5, Luke Woodard, and number 10, Jaden Hendricks to round it out for your Bobcats.
Jaden Hendricks, is he entered in the starting lineup this week, or has he been starting all year?
Yeah, I think this is new. I think this is, I don't think he's got a lot of starts this year. Certainly he's been the 6th man off the bench that's offered a lot of spark, but this is one of the first times that we've had him starting. Mekhi Martin has seen some starts.
Yep.
Demarie Brown has gotten a start a time or two. So Jaden, we're going to see what he can do. I've been calling for more of Jaden all year, so I'm excited to see him get a start.
Yeah, normally a lot of Corion Ferguson starting in that role. We've seen a lot of guys come in and out of it. The one thing we need, though, let's be honest here. This is Bobcat Sports Live. We can talk like we're talking in our living room here. I need a lot of guys to score tonight. I need Luke Woodard to start off hot. He's got to knock down the 3. The one thing in the JV game that I noticed is the Celtics did not want to run the floor, and it created a lot of transition buckets for the Bobcats. I don't necessarily think this varsity team is going to be the same. However, if you can catch them slipping in transition, Luke Woodard has to be able to shoot the basketball. Ashton Taylor needs to attack the rim. We need Sincere Taylor to do his thing. This is going to be a tall task for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I think it is. Especially we got 2 number 10s facing off against each other. Roanoke Catholic with a decided advantage, but here we go, right to the tip. Doug Hilton, the ref, with the tip. And Jaden Hendricks gets just high enough to tip it to Sincere Taylor, and off we go.
Bobcat, Sincere Taylor starting with it. Screen set by Hendricks. Back screen set again, so Hendricks was kind of open. Sincere Taylor, Colton Garner-Rollins, who was inserted in the starting lineup as well with it. Ashton Taylor from 3 straight away. Good! Ashton Taylor, give me the ball. Healthy. He makes a 3. Bobcats up 3-0.
Yeah, that's how you want to start. He got open on a screen. Perfect look. Dished right to him right at the perfect moment. He caught it, takes a shot at the top of the shot, and nails it. Takes a shot at the top of the shot. Who knows? Roanoke Catholic with the ball.
I don't know, but it was pretty. I saw it leaving his hand. I thought, man, that has potential. And Ashton Taylor almost gets a steal here. Number 24. Had the basketball. Mason Williams trying to get it down low on the block. He almost got a steal. He will inbounds. Williams going to give it in to Brown. Brown attacking off the rip. Up and under. No good. I thought he had a good clean look at the basket. Sincere Taylor with it. Woodard in the corner. Woodard attacking the paint. Gets it up to Hendricks. Ashton wanted the extra pass. Sincere Taylor went off of Colton Garner-Rollins' body. Ashton Taylor now with it. Screens being set. Roanoke looking to run through some screens tonight. Gardner-Rollins from 3, no good. Tipped around, and it's going to the Celtics.
Yeah, pretty good possession. Couldn't quite get the look they wanted. Celtics in transition, going to pull up from about the free throw line and nails it. That's number 24, Mason Williams.
Beautiful jumper there by Williams at the high post.
Yeah, that was. He went with a full head of steam, able to stop on a dime and just pull up.
Oh, my gosh. By the way, this is not as the Celtics turn the ball or try to get a steal, turn the ball over. I got a text from my wife just now asking for her cheese dip. Quote, if you ate it, you're dead.
Oh, and did you eat it?
No, she found it.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thanks.
Michael Davis lives another day.
Gosh.
Wow. What could have been?
I don't even eat her cheese dip.
And now we know why.
Yeah. Goodness. Sincere Taylor with the basketball. 3-2 is your score. See, that's the thing you don't get on other broadcasts. Stuff like that. That's what you get.
It's a real-life look-in is what that is.
That's right. 6 minutes to go here in the first. Woodard with it. Screens being set. Tried to get it inside. Sincere Taylor gets it at the top of the key. Almost lost it back court. Hendricks with it at the high post. Hasn't dribbled. Ashton Taylor, mid-range jumper. Good.
Wow.
Ashton Taylor, definitely 100%.
Yeah, he's got springs in his shoes right now. He's just feeling a little bit faster, and that was a shot really similar to what we saw from Mason Williams a second ago. So Taylor answers it. Radford up 5-2.
Number 0, Johnson shot up and no good. Going to be tipped out of bounds by the Celtics.
Yeah, so far 2 Celtic shots off the front of the rim. You wonder what's going on there. Maybe
they seem to love getting to that high post there.
Yeah.
A lot of that's kind of lost in today's game. I kind of like it, especially when you got the size to get a nice jump shot. If you can shoot over everybody, might as well take it. It's a nice 12-footer. Woodard now with it. Gets it to Hendricks at the high post. Hendricks, Sincere Taylor, thought about the 3. Dribble drive attacks to Ashton Taylor, who will take it all the way to the rim. Pass to Hendricks. Nice! Underneath pass. And I believe something fell on the floor.
Ref's going to look at it, toss it in the trash can, and he misses.
Oh.
He misses. Close.
Missed the shot. That's Eddie, by the way.
Eddie wanted it. Roanoke Catholic going to have the ball, down 7-2. Great start for Radford.
Who made that shot again? Hendricks, right?
That was Hendricks for 2, and a great pass by Ashton Taylor to get the assist.
I don't know why I'm keeping the score because I know you're doing it, but hey, here I am.
I've got it for you just in case. You know, I've made a lot of mistakes on these, so it's good to be checked. And we're without our 37-year-old intern tonight. Williams going to take it for 3. Wide open and nails it. That's 5 already for Mason Williams. Good little movement there by Roanoke Catholic.
Gosh, and what a pretty shot Williams has. Colton Garner-Rollins attacking in transition. Transition points were the factor in the JV game. Can it be the factor for the Bobcats in this one?
Yeah, Garner-Rollins, I don't know how that ball wasn't swatted to the moon. A guy came up and tried to get it, but just over his fingertips and laid it in. Radford up 9-5, 4:25 to go.
Step back jumper and a foul on Ashton Taylor. It has to be a 2-pointer, though. I don't think he was, going to be 2 shots. But pretty good defense there. Just kind of didn't let him land and kind of fell into him.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Good defense on the shot, but then again, just too close. Couldn't let him get first foul of the game, though, for either team.
Yeah, I think it's been a pretty good clean game by both sides so far. As number 5, DeMarcus Brown, going to the free throw line, makes the first.
Yeah, good-looking free throw there. Ashton Taylor's going to sit for his first rest of the game. Corian Ferguson going to check in for him. Roanoke Catholic going to keep their same starting lineup. DeMarcus Brown is going to come with his second free throw. Up and good. Good-looking shot there on those two. Bobcats with a 9-7 lead. Sincere Taylor's going to take it down. Gets it around to Hendricks, around to Woodard.
I would like to see Woodard attack the paint a little bit here if he's not going to shoot the 3 ball, but he's being guarded right now by DeMarcus Brown. Definitely keeping an eye on him as number 31, Adam Dupac, knocks it away, but it allows the Bobcats to throw it inside to Hendricks. He gets another field goal. Bobcats leading 11-7.
Yeah, 2 good dishes to Hendricks. By the way, Roanoke Catholic takes a 3, misses it. Radford is going to get the rebound. Colton Garner-Rollins going to drive all the way down.
God, Woodard
not giving me a second to breathe. Wanted to have some updates on the last shot. Instead, Bobcats get possession again, and I love it.
Now, this game's going to be back and forth all night. This is the kind of Bobcats basketball we're used to over the years. High-impact action. Woodard wants the ball. It's tipped around. Finally goes to Corian Ferguson. Thought we could have got a jump ball there as the ball got touched in the air. A lot of times if it's clamped down like that, it will be a jump ball. Bobcats got lucky at 11-7. Woodard with it. Corian Ferguson on the left side. Woodard dribbling with his left, looking to go to Hendricks in the corner. Hendricks from 3, no good. Long rebound goes to number 31, Adam Drapak.
Yeah, not a bad shot. Couldn't go in. We got Mekhi Martin and Blake Farmer sitting there ready to come in. Instead, Mason Williams is going to drive around and go for the 3. Going to hit off the front of the rim. Colton Garner-Rollins with the rebound. He's going to drive it all the way down, taking himself all the way down under 2 blocks. Can't quite get it up. I thought a foul was going to be called there. Misses it. Rebound to Roanoke Catholic. In transition, they try and go fast. Jaden Hendricks tips it away, and that's going to give a brief pause in the action. Demarie Brown, Mekhi Martin, Blake Farmer check in. Hendricks is going to go to the bench for the first time along with Woodard and Garner-Rollins. Stephen Walker is going to be checking in for Roanoke Catholic. Didn't see who went to the bench, but here we go. Roanoke Catholic to inbound, down 11-7. 2:47 left in the first.
I will give Williams a lot of credit. Beautiful jumper. Only made 2 field goals so far. He's had some good looks at the basket. Alden Wynn in as well. I don't know if he was in already. I think he was. And here come the Celtics attacking. Shot is up and no good by Johnson. Pretty attack. Just couldn't get it to go. 11-7 still. 2:27 to go here. Bobcats have it. Brown with it. Gives it up to Martin. And this is what we wanted. Farmer from 3. I said Farmer's coming off the bench to make them. Bobcats now, I believe, with their second 3-pointer of the contest, 14-7, doubling up the Celtics here early.
Yeah, that's huge. Coming off the bench, Radford's now had played 8 different players. Roanoke Catholic's going to take it, try and answer from 3. Long shot, nails it. That's number 10, Alden Wynn for his first shot of the game. It's up and good. 14-10, Bobcats lead.
Gosh, if the scoring stays like this will be an exciting one. 14-10, Sincere Taylor with it. Mekhi Martin from 3, no good, in and out. Celtics rebound, number 5, Brown. Brown attacking the high post spin move. It's got to be a jump ball, and it is. I will say the back official had his hand up for a foul. The bottom official called jump ball. I'm glad we got the jump ball.
Yeah, we'll take the jump ball. That was an athletic move. He spun for what seemed like a quarter of the court.
Felt like it.
But it wasn't a trap ball. I mean, it was just it was a good move.
No, not. And the game has actually evolved so much as it went off of the I thought Williams dribbled it out of bounds, but I guess the Bobcats tipped it.
I thought so too. Sincere Taylor, good defense there either way. Roanoke Catholic gets another chance at it.
Good crew we have tonight, by the way. I think this is a very appropriate crew for this game right now.
Yes, we need a high-caliber crew. So far, calling a perfect game. Roanoke Catholic dishing it around. They've got a guy open in the corner. They've had that a couple times. Choose not to take it. Marcus Brown is going to drive it in on Corian Ferguson. Dishes it out.
Yes,
instead,
sir!
A foul is going to be a charge.
Yep.
Makai Martin drawing that charge. That was huge.
Well, we were talking about the officials a second ago as Colton Garner-Rollins checks in for the Bobcats. It doesn't matter if they call a perfect game or not because what they say goes.
That's exactly right.
We can disagree with it, but.
No, I don't disagree. He did get bulldozed no matter what. Makai Martin was sent flying. Meanwhile, Bobcats going to take it up for addition to Martin, but can't get it. Colton Garner-Rollins tries to get the steal. It doesn't. Into Mason Williams, into Jaden Johnson, takes it to the hoop and gets his first points of the game.
Hey, one thing I'll give credit, this Celtics team's attacking the rim. I thought the JV team should have done it more. 2-point lead for your Bobcats. 52 seconds to go in the period. Trying to get it down low to Brown. They get it to Brown. Brown shot is up and no good. Rebounded 23. Walker over Corian Ferguson. Don't see that often. Williams in the corner for three, just short, 36 seconds. Makai Martin in transition running. Makai Martin decides to bring it up, reset. Bobcats looking for the last shot if the Celtics will let him. 28 seconds. He's being guarded. Colton Garner-Rollins has it now. Farmer with it. Farmer needs to get rid of this basketball as they're counting it down. 18 seconds to go. Makai Martin with it. Bobcats running down. They're going to set the screens at the high post to get the shot from three here. Bobcats moving to the ground. There's the screen. Had the three. Good defense there by Brown for the Celtics. 2 seconds to go. Celtics get a steal. Brown from three. No good. That would have been a half-court shot, and I told you down was coming. That's the play they wanted, and they got it. Just good defense by the Celtics.
Yeah, absolutely. Throwing it around, just couldn't. Blake Farmer for 1 second I thought was going to take it. Instead gets it back to Martin. Martin had to panic. It was only about 3 seconds left as he turned it over, and then, like you said, a shot from three off the front of the rim. 14-12. What a first quarter.
Great first quarter, and we'll be right back for the start of the second. Michael Davis, Isaac Nagel. Don't go anywhere on Bobcat Sports Live.
Just confess your girl admits that we the shit. F-R-E-S-H, we fresh. G-E-F, that's right, we definite. B-E-P, we reppin' it. So, turn me up.
And we're back. Bobcats leading 14-12 at the end of the first. Start of your second here. Bobcats are going to start with it. Woodard, who hasn't taken a shot tonight, has it in the corner. Sincere Taylor gets it back from three. Good! Sincere Taylor hit the back of the rim. Cold, ice cold in his veins. He looked at it and said, I knew that thing was going in the whole time.
Yeah, the third different three-pointer for the Bobcat, the fifth Bobcat to score. This is the start of the game that you want. James Johnson's going to drive it in and not get it, but Roanoke Catholic's going to get the rebound. Up and again, not getting it again, and Luke Woodard's going to get the rebound. Drive it all the way down himself. He thinks he takes a little Euro step up and under, can't spin it in. Ashton Taylor's going to get it. Back up, has it wide open and nails it. Just what you want.
Ashton Taylor now with 7 points here in this contest. Ashton said a lot there in the first. Came in valuable minutes at the start, and Roanoke Catholic going to take their first time out. Bobcats lead 19-12. It was 14-12. Good run there by the Bobcats to start the quarter.
Yeah, 2 possessions, 5 points. You'll take that. Let me give you some scoring updates. First
Give
for
'em.
Roanoke Catholic. Jaden Johnson just with 2 to start. DeMarcus Brown also with 2. Alden Wynn for 3. Mason Williams 5. He hit those first 5 points. Has been quiet since. We'll see what he can do. For Radford, Colton Garner-Rollins with 2. Sincere Taylor just hit that big 3. He's got 3 for the game. Blake Farmer hit a big 3 in the first quarter. He has 3 for the game. Ashton Taylor, your leading scorer for everybody with 7, and then Jaden Hendricks with 4 points. Hendricks is not the biggest guy down low, but both times they've dished it to him down low, he's had an athletic enough move to work around his opponent and hit an easy layup at the basket. You look to see him being fed a little bit more in this second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, the one thing that the Bobcats right there as they Roanoke off the inbound. Got a really good look at the basket from Brown. Just couldn't get it to finish. Bobcats inbound, or excuse me, in transition. Colton Gardner-Rollins to,
to Jaden Hendricks.
Sorry, I don't know how I fumbled that.
That's okay. We got multiple Jadens in the game, 1 for each team, but Jaden Hendricks gets 6 for the game.
And that's what the key factor in the JV game was, the Bobcats running the floor. I said it in the JV game. I don't know if Roanoke Catholic's ever watched film, because if you've watched any film in the last 20 years, you know the Bobcats run the floor. They're not getting back in transition defense.
Yeah, they're not. Bobcats taking advantage of it every time, up 9. Looking at warm-ups, you would not have expected this. Let's see if the Bobcats can keep them at bay, and just about turned it over. But number 23, Stephen Walker, is going to take it in. Thought about a 3, gets it back to number 5, DeMarcus Brown.
Brown needs to attack off the dribble as a charge is going to be called. Woodard draws the charge on Yajae Harrison underneath the basket.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It looks like the Bobcats are getting contributions from just about everybody. Makai Martin draws a foul. Now Luke Woodard. Different people are scoring. This is an all-out effort by the Bobcats.
And this is the kind of effort you have to have. Again, had a few tough losses there in the midweek last week. Coming off a victory Friday night, we talked about it. That's what the Bobcats have to do. They got to start chipping away these wins, and this kind of a win could be really good. If a lot of game left, but Bobcats, Ashton Taylor gets it up and can't get it to go. Good look at the basket.
Yeah, it was a good patient shot by him, but just couldn't get it. It went on both sides of the rim and then rolled out. 0, Jaden Johnson has it for Roanoke Catholic. Takes a step back 3, no, then passes it into Yajae Hairston. Out to number 11, Kayed Levon, and doesn't get it. Rebound. 0, Colton Gardner-Rollins.
Gardner-Rollins bringing it up the floor, gets it to Sincere Taylor in the corner. Ashton Taylor over to Woodard. Woodard thinking about it, now takes a 3. It's good! Ashton Taylor to Luke Woodard for 3. 6 Bobcats, 7 Bobcats, 6 Bobcats on the scores table.
6 who have scored, 4 who have hit a 3. That's 4 different Bobcats hitting a 3. What a game so far, 24-12. That's a 10-0 run, and they're going to make it more. Sincere Taylor steals it, takes it down, can't get it, but gets fouled. A good foul, and let me call out to Marcus Brown for helping up Sincere Taylor.
That's
I
your
love it. It's my favorite
thing.
I'll note it every time.
It's your favorite.
I love it.
You know what my favorite thing is?
What's that?
Scoring, and that's what the Bobcats are doing.
That's right. No, your favorite thing is a Brady Sutherland 3. That's number
Absolutely.
1 for
We got
you.
3 of them in the JV game.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Oh, Brady, good job getting him involved. You were calling for it in the first quarter. I was listening. You were calling for Brady, and they fed you. So Sincere Taylor, that's only the 3rd foul of the game. I missed who it was on. Let's see if they put it up on the board for me. I think it was on Brown.
Decided to throw a towel out, by the way. He calmly strolls over for another one. Woff, you got to get out there.
Yeah, we want this momentum to continue. We don't want to stop it right now.
We talked about this last week. We need towel guys with the poles and stuff. That's what we need. We need just someone sitting underneath the basket.
If you're listening and thinking my business could be the towel sponsor, first we want you to sponsor us, but then
sponsor Bobcats Sports Live first.
That's right. With your additional money, we'd love for you to be the towel sponsor and maybe even the towel person. What are you doing right now? You're sitting home on a Monday night. You could be here. Sincere Taylor with the first of 2. Oh, good-looking shot around and out for Sincere.
Are there any towel businesses? Is that a thing?
Sure, it's got to be.
Maybe 11 West can be the towel sponsor. I don't know.
Oh, John Geeson, if you're listening. Sincere Taylor up with the second one and drained.
I mean, I'm sure they sponsor a lot of things around here, but, man, we need a towel guy stat with a pole.
Yeah.
It could be a kid.
That's
like
right.
as long as we get the towel things, the kids can do it.
That's exactly right. Daniel, as Colton Gardner-Rollins pokes it away, is going to go down with 2 defenders on him, up and around, can't quite get it, but again, foul called. That's going to be on number 2.
And the crazy thing is that's going to be, I believe, the 13th foul, 4:53 to go. If you can attack the paint both times off steals, the Bobcats get 2 fouls. If they can get to the free throw line and knock them down, this will be interesting.
And they do on the first. Touched every part of that rim and then goes in for Colton Gardner-Rollins. That's going to be 26-12. Somehow a 12-0 run for the Bobcats to start the second quarter. We're only 3 minutes into the second.
Mason Williams checking in for the Celtics.
By the way, up and missed with the second, but Jaden Hendricks gets the rebound and hits it. My goodness, everybody is scoring. That's 8 so far for Jaden Hendricks.
And this is what you have to have. This is a team effort first half right now, almost with 30 points, 28-12. Bobcats drop back in a 2-3 zone to mix it up. Not you like them. 3 ball, no good by the Celtics. I think that's where they have to capitalize on the zone. Rebounded by Hendricks for the Bobcats. Gets it over to Colton Gardner-Rollins. Ashton Taylor wanted it in the corner. He finally gets it. Being guarded by Brown. Brown's a great defensive player here. Ashton Taylor getting to the high post. Gets it off to Woodard. Bobcats running over. I'm sorry. He just said over here. I apologize. I got too excited there. Hendricks in the post. Turnaround jumper. No good. Rebounded by Colton Gardner-Rollins. Sincere Taylor with it from 3 straight ahead. No good. Ashton Taylor fighting for it, but it finally goes to Johnson for the Celtics.
Johnson gets it over to Williams. Williams trying to back down on Sincere Taylor. Kicks it back out and around the horn. Everybody's touching it. DeMarcus Brown's going to go for 3 and nails it. That's his first 3 of the game. That's just what Roanoke Catholic needed to kind of stem this momentum. Bradford's going to try and answer. Luke Woodard's got it. He's going to get it into Hendricks. Hendricks got it one-on-one. Is he going to try and take it? He doesn't. He's out to Woodard for 3. Looked good. Is not, though. Ashton Taylor out of nowhere to come get it. He shoots a 3 himself. Oh, way over for that one.
Heat check.
That was a heat check.
Bobcats have been making all their buckets tonight. Colton Gardner-Rollins now guarding Williams. Williams, in my opinion, could be the X factor for the Celtics. They get it down low to Kayed Levon, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, Bradford's going to take a timeout. They've got
timeout.
3 guys checking in. They need one. That was just action-packed, a quick 5-0 run by Roanoke Catholic. So Bradford says, hey, let's take a second. Let's regroup. 3:09 left in the second. 28-17, Bobcats leading.
Whew. It's been a good game.
It has been an awesome game.
If you're a Bobcat fan, anyway.
Yeah, Roanoke Catholic's got to feel good. I mean, they've missed just about everything, and so you feel like, hey, we can still get in this game. It's a 5-0 run. They're only down 11. This game is far from over.
And the thing about this Roanoke Catholic team, you know, in the league they play in, they're not the best team, but when they're playing in the Three Rivers district, they would be one of the best teams in the district.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
So for the Bobcats to come out and put on 28 here with 3 minutes to go here in the second, when it was 14-12 especially, I mean, went on a 14-5 run, and the last essentially 2 points or 3 points or 5 points have come like right now.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, for the Bobcats, Demarie Brown checking in along with Blake Farmer and Makai Martin and Corian Ferguson. So Sincere Taylor, the only starter out there right now.
I'm glad to see Sincere Taylor out there. He's put in a lot of good minutes here. He runs the point for the Bobcats. He hustles, and it's good to see him get these extra minutes here. Run the show a little bit for the backups, and a legal screen. Was that on Brown?
Yeah, that's going to be on Brown. A bit of an interesting call. That's his first.
I got blocked out by the official. I couldn't see it.
Uh-oh. Only the second foul for the Bobcats in the game.
Wow.
So nobody in foul trouble so far. Just one on Taylor and one now on
the
Demarie Brown.
Celtics really haven't been attacking the paint as much as I thought they would, which would kind of create those fouls a little bit more. Most of the fouls the Bobcats have come attacking the rim.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a decided height advantage. Marcus Brown. Oh, DeMarcus Brown drives it in. It's blocked by Corian Ferguson. No foul call. That's just out of bounds, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not a foul? Okay,
no, that was
great
beautiful.
defense. But, yeah, they've got a decided height advantage. Not taking advantage of it so far.
I would.
Marcus Brown's going to throw it in. They've been taking those mid-range that you've been liking so much. Going to pass it in to 23, Stephen Walker. That's going to be off. A high rebound is going to go to Corian Ferguson, who now is looking to run. Corian Ferguson brings it down and pulls it back. Tosses it to Blake Farmer in the corner. Farmer over to Taylor. Bobcats are going to reset. Sincere taking it around, back to Farmer. Bobcats are liking that corner right now. Now they try the other side. They get it out. Corian Ferguson is going to get it now. 2:06 left in the second quarter. Sincere thought about another deep three.
I would love a screen set for Sincere Taylor at the top of the key. Run down again. Let him get the ball off the top, or Farmer with the screen set. The Celtics would really allow you to get that space there.
Ball's going to get swung around to Farmer. He's going to drive in on two guys, dumps it down to DeMarie Brown, who nails it. Great pass.
It's good to see Brown. He had two options there. Bobcats had a guy in the corner as well, so really nice dump-off pass by Farmer to him, be able to see that. Sometimes when there's bodies all around you, it's tough to see through the traffic. A good dump-off pass to him. Bobcats leading 30-17.
Yeah, now number 24, Mason Williams, is going to get a three and is not going to get it. Rebound's going to go to Farmer. Farmer's looking to drive. He's got 2-on-2. He's going to pull it back and reset. He dumps it back to Sincere Taylor. Nice little move right there. Farmer making the most of his minutes. Thought about a three. Back to Taylor.
Using that sideline as a defender, I like it from Williams here. Somebody needs to help him. He needs to get rid of the basketball. They get it up. And Sincere Taylor's going to take the basketball back here. 1 minute to go here. Mekhi Martin with it. Driving, attacking the high post. Picks up his dribble. Shot is up and good. He wanted a foul. It goes off the rim and falls in as he hit the deck.
He is now the 8th different Bobcat to score as Roanoke Catholic DeMarcus Brown tries to answer, and he's going to charge. Mekhi Martin draws his second charge of the game.
Third charge of the game for the Bobcats total. That's a fourth foul.
And they're going to call that the third foul on DeMarcus Brown. That's huge.
That
One
is
of their
huge.
best player. He does only have 5 for the game, but 3 fouls. He's going to have to sit, and checking in for Roanoke Catholic is going to be, I can't catch who it was. So far they've only got 4 out there. Where's the 5th?
Alden Wynn?
Okay, here we go. You're right. Wynn does check in. And now number 17 is also in. That is unlisted.
Who?
Oh, is there a 17? No, it's number 11. I missed it.
Gosh.
That's Levon. Levon is in. Okay, Bobcats have the ball up 32-17. 30 seconds left. Maybe holding for that last shot.
In your defense, the 1 on that jersey has a hook to it.
It does. You know, it got me just enough. It hooked me.
20 seconds to go. Sincere Taylor with it. Screen's going to be set by Hendricks. Is he going to use it? He picks up his dribble, almost gets trapped. Corian Ferguson attacking off the dribble. Blocked by Williams off the glass. Another block by the Celtics, and here they come. 6 seconds to go, running the floor. I believe a block's going to be called, and I think that's the right one.
Yeah, it was. Probably a good defensive play. Just maybe they've gotten 2 charges already. Maybe you can get your feet set and get it, but Sincere didn't quite get his feet set, so that's going to be his first foul.
Yeah, and you don't necessarily have to have your feet set, especially in transition as you're running, but by number 23, Walker didn't lower his shoulder, went straight up with the shot. I think that's the perfect executed offensive and defensive try right there, and it just didn't go the Bobcats' way.
Yeah, you're right, but a good foul so far. First free throw is missed, so Sincere Taylor knows that they don't have a lot of fouls already, so is free to give it. The second one is up and good for Walker.
Bobcats have to run. 4 seconds on the clock. Sincere Taylor with it. Gets over to Woodard for 3. Woodard just short. Hit the rim. Bobcats are going to go to the half, holding the Celtics to 6 points in that half, or excuse me, in that quarter, and they lead 32-18 over Roanoke Catholic.
What a half. If you're the Bobcats, you are thrilled right now. Roanoke Catholic going to go talk about it and say, hey, maybe we dump it inside a little bit more.
I would.
I would too. Bobcats getting everybody involved.
Yeah. Bobcats, like you said, everyone involved. We'll be right back with your second half with some stats coming out of the halftime to show you how the Bobcats got 32-18 lead. Michael Davis, Isaac Nagel on Bobcat Sports Live.
Hey yo, the flies in the room, yeah, you know it's me. Hating on him cause he started out here locally. Hopefully, I'll be at the top soon. For now, I'm at my house, on the couch, watching cartoons. You know how much you love it when you get it in abundance. Give a about a budget when you always be the subject of discussion. But it's nothing when you stop and just say cause you walking out in public and you hear him talking rubbish. I just wanna ride through the city in a cutlass. Find a somewhere, get my kiss. That's the way it goes when you party just like I do. That used to brush me off in high school. Take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump. Look at all this money, ain't that some? Take over the this money. Ain't that some? We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. That's why all my that they see this crazy life I have in A&R. We gon' win. You can take the lose or draw. What I'm in. Got these who used to play me in they bras. We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. Take over the world while these haters get mad. That's why all my bad they see this crazy life I have. Hop into the car and then we take them to the pad. It's a rap. And think they know me, but they never met the kid. Style come with excellence and money make benevolence irrelevant for the who never been intelligent. I kill my break the bottle for the hell of it. Tell her that she better bring her friends, and if she want an autograph, she better bring a pen. Yeah, the party never end. This life is what I recommend, and if you got a pick for me, then she better be a 10. I ain't picky, but these girls be acting tricky when the situation's sticky and the liquor got them silly. But I take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump. Look at all this money, ain't that some? We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. That's why all my that they see this crazy life I have in A&R. We gon' win. You can take the lose or draw. What I'm in. Got these who used to play me in they bras. We gon' take over the world while these haters getting mad. Take over the world while these haters get mad. That's why all my bad they see this crazy life I have. Hop into the car and then we take them to the pad. It's a rap.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm every day I'm every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Who you suckers think you're tripping with? Yes, I'm the boss. 745, white on white, that's Rick Ross. I cut 'em wide, I cut 'em long, I cut 'em fat. I keep 'em coming back, we keep 'em coming back. I'm in the distribution, I'm like Atlantic. I got them pretty things flying across the Atlantic. I know Pablo Noriega, the real Noriega. He owe me 100 favors. I ain't petty player, we buy the whole thing. See, most of my homies hustle, they still do their thing. My roof back, my money ride. I'm on the pedal, show you what I'm running like. When they snatch black, I cry for 100 nights. He got 100 bodies, serving 100 lives.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm.
We never steal cars, but we deal hard. Whip it real hard, whip it real hard.
Soldier Boy tough. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soldier Boy. You just gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right. Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soldier? Now why me
And we're back, folks. Michael Davis, Isaac Nagel on Bobcat Sports Live. Here's the thing about it, folks. If you could hear our off-air talks, I'd probably be fired by now.
Uh-oh.
But they're pretty awesome. One thing we're about to talk about is why the Bobcats are up 32-18, how great it's been, and how we got there from a stats perspective. Isaac Nagel is going to bring you your halftime stats.
Yeah, we talked about the electricity from the JV game carried over. Something was
It definitely did.
in the Bobcats from the very beginning. First, though, let's start with Roanoke Catholic. Your leading scorers, Jaden Johnson has 2 points, DeMarcus Brown with 5, but DeMarcus Brown has 3 fouls already. We're going to see how that plays in the second half. Alden Wynn with 3. Kayed Levon, Kayed, if that is not how you say your name, I apologize. He's got 2. Stephen Walker with 1, and Mason Williams with 5. Meanwhile, for the Bobcats, 8 different scorers. Colton Garner-Rollins with 3, Sincere Taylor with 4, Blake Farmer with 3, Ashton Taylor with 7, Mekhi Martin with 2, Luke Woodard with that big 3 in the second quarter, Jaden Hendricks with 8 to lead all scorers, and Demarie Brown with 2 to round it out for the Bobcats.
Look, I'll just say this. I'm happy that we're here right now. I'm happy that we're up 32-18, but let's not play around here. This Roanoke Catholic team, I would expect to come out hot here in the second half. They have some guys who could take over this game. DeMarcus Brown, he has 3 fouls. He could take over. Mason Williams could absolutely go on a scoring clinic here. And they got guys who can score. I'm kind of surprised that we're sitting – it's on Bobcat Sports Live, so we're family here. We talk about things. I'm kind of surprised we're sitting here up 32-18, if I'm being honest, Isaac.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, the Celtics have been playing – a little bit of not team basketball, in my opinion. And the Bobcats, if you look, 7 scores. They've been rebounding. They've been hustling. They've been playing team basketball. 3 charges. People are putting their bodies on the line, and they're playing an overall team game right now. The Celtics, if they can get some things together, can come out hot. They only need a couple threes to get back in this ball game, and who knows what can happen. So –
yeah,
if the Celtics come out to a hot start, do the Bobcats take a quick timeout? I'm not sure. Got 4 left. I think they're going to need them as the stretch goes on because you can't expect, no offense, the Bobcats have played a great first half. The way the season has been going, you can't necessarily expect – they're almost playing above their average of what they've been playing all year. And basketball is a game of averages and percent. So teams will play above and below the average, and then you have your average. And Ken Palm usually does that pretty well in the college game, and that's how it goes. Sometimes you play way below your average and above, kind of like in golf. And the Bobcats are playing above it right now, which is great. But what's going to happen in the second half, I'm excited.
I am too, and here's a little insider information for you. Talked to Coach Fisher last week. He has our kids go to the same daycare. I said, hey, Coach, what do we need to do differently? He said the third quarter has been killing us. So we're going to see what this third quarter does for the Bobcats as the Celtics almost turn it over immediately to start the third, and instead DeMarcus Brown, who with 3 fouls is going to start this third quarter. Yeah,
it's interesting philosophy depending on the way your coaching staff. And look, straight to the hole, Jaden Johnson takes it off. They clear it out on the right side. All the Bobcats flush to the left, and he got a clean look at the basket. Good take.
Yeah, he did two the whole first half and just immediately gets on the board in the second. Bobcats going to try and answer.
The one person that's been quiet for the Bobcats, in my opinion, Luke Woodard does have a 3, but he's only put up 1 shot, or 2, excuse me. Ashton Taylor, that's going to be Celtics ball. It definitely went off the Bobcats as they tried to attack the paint there. But, the Celtics have potential here. If they can make 2 or 3 field goals in a row, pinky toe on the line, another 2 by Jaden Johnson. He has 6. And the Celtics, if they can get a couple baskets and some stops, they're back in this thing.
Yeah, it was a good look by Johnson. He did have his toe on the line, which is lucky for us, but, man, 2 quick baskets. Bobcats, meanwhile, get it out to Woodard. His second shot of the game is a 3. A deep 3 is no good. Colton Garner-Rollins battling for the rebound, can't get it. 24, Mason Williams going to come away with it.
Yeah, if the Celtics get a bucket here, I'm not saying the Bobcats are going to take a timeout, but they need to think about one. It's just been, again, the third quarter woes, and the Celtics looking to attack. Brown with it, dribbling it outside the key right now. He was down low in the post, being guarded by Hendricks. Screen set for Williams. It's a moving screen's going to be called. I'm comfortable with the call there. I thought Sincere Taylor kind of got a hook there to kind of run through that screen a little bit. So lucky break for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it is. They've called it now both ways, so 10-point game.
Sure. I'm fine with it.
Bobcats will take that advantage. Sincere Taylor picks up his dribbles, panicking a little bit, but gets it into Gardner Rollins, who's going to drive on Drapac. Doesn't make his layup, though, and the rebound's going to go to Mason Williams.
Yeah,
Celtics driving.
Two big bodies there. I'd love to see him dish it out to Ashton Taylor at 3. Williams, mid-range jumper. Williams has been dynamic with that mid-range jumper. As to the Bobcats take a timeout. I told you, 3 buckets in a row for the Celtics. 24-32, they're back in this thing.
Yeah, Fisher does not look excited. He says,
come
on, guys, this is what we talked about. You almost want to say, hey, Bobcats, we're just going to stay out over halftime and keep that momentum. Instead, they come out 3 quick buckets, all of them 2s, but 6:12 left, and all of a sudden your lead's down to 8. If you're the Bobcats, you're saying, hey, offense, we got to get going again. Defense, what are we doing? Everybody, let's take care of business.
Yeah, and you hate to see this the way the first half was, and then the Bobcats come out flat, and it's, again, those averages. Bobcats were making all their shots early. They're starting to miss some, and defense by the Celtics locked down. And I expected this run here. The basketball is all about runs. I expected this from the Celtics. You have to take this timeout and use it well. Bobcats have the ball. What are they going to do after this timeout? No substitutions for either team. How are they going to handle this?
They got to get something to fire them up. I'll tell you what, they look a little bit tired coming out of that. The starters are in, but lots of Bobcats have played, so shouldn't be too tired. Haven't had a game since last Friday. You've had the weekend off. We're going to see how they come in. Sincere Taylor tries to get it into Gardner Rollins, but ball poked out of bounds by Jaden Johnson. Bobcats will inbound again. They do. Over to Taylor. Taylor into Jaden Hendricks. Hendricks back to Hendricks. Hendricks for a step up and gets it. That is 10 for the night for Jaden Hendricks, making the most of his start tonight. 34-24 Bobcats lead. Williams is going to come right away with a 3. It's going to be short. Rebound's going to go to Colton Gardner Rollins, who's going to get it into Hendricks. Hendricks driving it all the way down himself and lays it in. A nice little move. Hendricks says, I'll take it. 12 for the game for Hendricks.
And that's what you needed. Celtics come out 7-0 run. Bobcats answer with 2 field goals of their own, both from Hendricks, running the floor. This is what you needed after that timeout. How are you going to answer? That's the Bobcats I like to see. As Sincere Taylor pokes the ball away, and the Celtics poke it back, so it looks like 2 turnovers here in a row. Both teams, Bobcats were looking to run. The Celtics have it back. Johnson with it, high post, step back jumper, good.
Man.
They love getting to that high post there, and the Celtics going to take a full timeout.
They do. I'm going to say this about Johnson. He's already got 3 baskets in the third quarter, only 8 for the game, though. I don't know where he was in the first, but that kid can shoot. My goodness.
He can.
That mid-range shot, he had the 1-3 over here that was just a toe on the line, so it ended up being a 2, but it looks like he can shoot from anywhere. I look to see how he's going to get more involved in this second half.
And this is what I expected the Celtics to come out with to start the game. They started so slow. They now have 9 points here. Well, 8 points, I guess, here in the third already. 5 minutes ago. They only had 5 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 is not going to get them where they want to be.
6, I guess. I'm sorry, but
is it?
They had 6. I think it was 14-12. Then
no, you're right.
They had 18. But still, like, they had 6 points the entire third quarter. They have 6 points now here in the third, all coming from Jaden Johnson, who was silent in the first, had 1 field goal, but the Bobcats almost beside themselves. They had a good little run. Can they stop the Celtics run? I actually think that timeout's pretty good for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I think so, too. In fact, it was a 6-0 run to start the second quarter by the Bobcats and a 6-0 run, a 7-0 run. No, 6-0 run to start the third quarter.
I said 7, but it had to be 6.
You know, math is hard. We're going to get there. Whatever it is, runs by both teams to start the second.
I'm not good at this.
Third. Hendricks is going to get the inbound for the Bobcats, and they're going to get it right back to Hendricks, who's going to drive on his man. Great block. Blocked it out of bounds, luckily. So the Bobcats will get it back, but Jaden Hendricks, they're trying to feed him again. Now Hendricks is going to be guarded by number 10, Alden Wynn.
Nobody's on Sincere Taylor. Sincere Taylor gets it at the top of the key on the elbow. Woodard gets it over to Hendricks. Nobody was guarding him. Foul. Way to wait. Pump fake by Hendricks right into the chest of the defender, and that's going to be a foul. So he's going to go to the line. That's a foul is on Alden Wynn. That's his first, team foul number 2.
Yeah, we're going to see if Hendricks can make the most of it. He did have a pretty open look, but then instead chose to take the foul. He shoots the first and is going to get it. No, he won't get it to go. But still get a foul on the opponent. We'll see if he can hit the second end of the two shots.
I think that was a good decision there by Hendricks. I think Wynn probably would have sent it straight to the rafters if he didn't. So, and it does pick up the foul, second team foul, 5 minutes to go here as he makes the second.
Yeah, he does. It's been all Hendricks versus Johnson. Jaden versus Jaden in the third quarter. Jaden Johnson with 6. Jaden Hendricks with 5 in the third.
Williams, high post shot, no good, left it short. Ashton Taylor comes up with it, handed off pass to Woodard. Woodard looking to attack, picks up his dribble, gets it over to Gardner Rollins for 3, gets his own rebound, takes it in, loses the ball, and it's going to go to Drapack.
Yeah, good move there by Drapack. Gardner Rollins couldn't quite handle it, ends up turning it over. Jaden Johnson's going to take it. A long 3 off the front of the rim. Woodard is going to have the rebound. Bounce off of him. No, it was coming to him. Got reached around by number 10, Alden
Wynn. I think he got hit in the ear there.
Yeah, he might have. 2 quick fouls in succession for Wynn. That is the 3rd foul, though, on the Celtics this quarter, so only 2 away from shooting. Yajay Harris going to come in for the Celtics. Wynn's going to go to the bench.
Are these Adidas, by the way, that Johnson's wearing?
I like the look of them.
Are they Adidas?
I don't
I've seen
know
a
what
lot
they
of
are.
kids wearing them lately. Someone for the Bobcats has them in black on the JV team, I believe, and I've seen a lot of guys wear them. Who cares about shoes when the Bobcats are scoring? They don't make the shot. But here come transition. Johnson puts it up. No good. Corian Ferguson rips down the board. Bobcats have a chance here. Corian Ferguson gets up in the air. Woodard saves it from going out of bounds for 3. Taylor, no good. If that thing would have went in, it tipped out by the Bobcats, Corian Ferguson.
Yeah, that would have been wild.
Oh, my gosh, if that thing would have went in.
I mean, it was just a great play by Luke Woodard to save it. Got it into Taylor, and a good look at it. Meanwhile, for the Bobcats.
What's the argument?
They're going to look at who's checking in, and now Blake Farmer and Demarie Brown are going to check in.
Corian Ferguson definitely tipped it out. What's the argument?
No, I think it was a deciding who was going to check in for the Bobcats. Mekhi Martin checked in, Demarie Brown and Blake Farmer.
No, Coach Fisher's hot about something.
He is looking over here.
I'm not sure what he's mad about. Maybe I missed something.
Maybe we did. Meanwhile, Roanoke Catholic is going to get it. There's going to be a foul under the basket. Is that going to be on Brown?
If it is, that is a tough break. No, they called it on Harrison. That would have been huge.
You're right. That still is his 3rd foul for Harrison. So now 2 Celtics in trouble, and that's their 4th of the 3rd quarter. So 3:42 to go. Bobcats might be able to get some
paint.
Absolutely. Blake Farmer does exactly that, but ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. No, it's going to be a travel on Farmer before. Tried to do a little spin move.
Yep.
Carried it just a bit.
A bit.
Carried it a long way.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Blake at this
Hey, I am too. I'm just saying.
Meanwhile,
he put that thing in a suitcase and put it on an airplane. He traveled so much with it. 3:33 to go here. 37-26. Bobcats have an 11-point lead. Johnson trying to take over here in the 3rd for Catholic.
Catholic, meanwhile, he might be the only one that scored for them so far.
Johnson,
we had one other.
Just inside the 3-point line, no good. He's run cold here. He's started off 3 for 3 and now 3 for 5 here in this period. 3:10 to go. Sincere Taylor has it. Tipped away here by Johnson. Johnson going to get a clean look at the basket, puts it up and in.
Don't like that play by the Bobcats. It was a lazy-ish pass, gets tipped away, didn't get back to get the block. They just kind of let him go to the hoop. I don't know why. Maybe you're not going to foul. Now, Fisher's going to come up and talk. Whatever he was mad about earlier, he's going to talk to the ref about again. Didn't like that. In fact, in all the excitement, I missed who scored right there.
I would love an explanation of what he's talking to the official about. Look, the one time you can actually give your piece on stuff like that is calling a timeout. In football, a lot of times you'll see something happen and the official wants to talk, or the coach wants to talk to the official, and he'll go, I'll come talk to you if you want to use a timeout. And sometimes they do.
Yeah.
And it happens. And Fisher was calling a timeout, but he used that timeout to come over and speak his piece with the official, and I think that was right. He said what he had to say and went back to his huddle. I think that was the right way to do it. But I'm curious what it was. He made a pulling motion. I'm not sure if he was saying his guy was pulled off of something. What? I would love to know, though.
Yeah, we got 2 refs just in shouting distance. I wish they'd come over here and we could ask them. By the way, Doug Knipe, if you saw who got that last basket, I missed it.
For who?
For Roanoke Catholic. They got 2 at the end right there. Don't know who it was. It's a mystery. Your score, though, is 37-28.
It wasn't Johnson.
Not Johnson. We'll say this, 0 fouls this quarter for the Bobcats, 4 for Roanoke Catholic. Bobcats will get the ball. Up 9, 3:02 left. I mean,
those are Adidas, by the way. 3 stripes on the back.
Oh, there we go.
3 stripes on the back.
They got close enough that we were able to see a little bit of a press now. Roanoke Catholic. Blake Farmer's going to get it. The Bobcats got to get it across, and they do. But no, it's going to be turned over. Tried to get it to Corey on Ferguson. Instead, it's going to be just down. Mekhi Martin almost tipped it away. Instead, it's going to get it to his opponent. Jaden Johnson got it, tried to go up with it. Mekhi Martin had to foul him.
Gosh, the next time we get an official over here, I'm going to ask. Eddie might be close enough, but there's no break in the action. It's on the free throw. If there was maybe at the start of the third, I'll ask him. Or start of the fourth.
Johnson up and good with the first, while Jaden Hendricks and Luke Woodard come back out. Bobcats on the floor right now. You've got Hendricks,
Nobody
Woodard,
in foul trouble
Taylor, Sincere Taylor, by the way, Mekhi Martin, and I think that's Demarie Brown. I can't quite see.
If Ashton Taylor's healthy, maybe he's on a shot clock, but I'd love to see him come back in this game. Johnson gets it to go.
Yeah, that's 8 points so far this quarter for Johnson, 10 for the game.
30-37. Roanoke putting this lead back a little bit. And they're in a zone press here. Corian Ferguson to Woodard. Woodard thinking about it, taking it in, get it to Hendricks. I thought Roanoke got away with a foul there. They get it to Sincere Taylor. Mekhi Martin at the top of the key. Running double here.
Yeah, Roanoke Catholic now having the defensive pressure that they've needed to have all game, and it's worked.
He got held. Good call there. He got held. He was coming off the screen. The Bobcats' Hendricks was looking to attack the paint. He got held by Johnson. That's his first, and that's going to be the fifth foul, which makes it the 2-point shots. I actually think it's a great call. You'd like to see a replay of it if you're the coach because you can't see where it came from. But he was attacking the paint, and he got held. They threw the pass to him, and he wasn't able to get to it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Mekhi Martin, usually a pretty solid passer. It just went out of bounds. I wondered why. Maybe that's why. Jaden Hendricks now going to come for the first of two and is going to hit off the front of the rim and no good.
Bobcats struggling from the free throw line tonight.
They are. Hendricks.
I'm not keeping stats of that. I should be, but they're struggling. I know that.
If you're keeping stats at home, we'd love to hear.
I'm sure they're not.
13 for the game for Hendricks, and he does hit the second. That's his 6th of this quarter. 14 for the game. That's a 38-30 Bobcat lead. 2:18 to go. Roanoke Catholic taking it all the way down. DeMarcus Brown has it. Over to Johnson. Johnson's has been big this third quarter. Decides to play it a little bit slow. If I'm Roanoke Catholic, I'm cranking up the heat right now. I'm not slowing down at all.
They've been really good in transition. 3-ball. Good.
Wow.
He knew it. DeMarcus Brown with his second three-pointer. He has 8. Corian Ferguson, Roanoke Catholic by 5. They're putting on the pressure here in the third. Again, the Bobcats struggle most in the third, and they're doing it right now. Mekhi Martin almost gets it stolen away. He gives it to Sincere Taylor. It's tipped around by Walker, and Walker comes away with it. Walker attacking here. Gets it to Johnson. In the corner is Dre Pack.
His first points of the game, a huge three. Would not have expected him to be able to shoot, and he drains it. 38-36, only a 2-point Bobcat lead now. That lead has disappeared.
Sincere Taylor with it. Roanoke Catholic putting on a show in the third here, just like I thought they would. Bobcats lazy pass here. McComm wants it in the corner. Hendricks attacks. Jaden Hendricks, dominant performance tonight. Great with Ashton Taylor sitting a lot on the bench, and here come Catholic. I thought they got Mekhi Martin for a trip. I think he was just standing there.
He maybe reached into the cookie jar just a bit too far. He'll go to the bench with his second foul along with Corian Ferguson. Back in the game is Ashton Taylor. 7 points, relatively quiet since the beginning of the second quarter. And also
Colton Garner-Rollins.
So your starting 5 back out if you're a Bobcat fan. Meanwhile, it looks like the starting 5 as well. Jaden Johnson going to take it. Nice little shot. Can't get it to go. Garner-Rollins is going to get it, and the Bobcats are going to run. Bobcats looking to see if they can get it down. They do. They pop it out. Ref in the way. Sincere Taylor's going to have it. 48
Woodard
seconds
wanted
left.
The basketball, trying to get it down low to Hendricks. They should have. He has the mismatch on on Johnson. Sincere Taylor with it over to Woodard. Defense pressed way up here for the Celtics. Got to get it away. If you got the separation off the screen, a travel is going to be called.
Yeah, he wanted to get bumped. He didn't, and just got in a little bit too far. Couldn't get it out.
Was wide open.
Yeah, you would have loved to see an addition of 3 right there. Instead, 29.8, 4-point lead for the Bobcats. Would have loved to see him go in and get fouled right there. 25 seconds left. DeMarcus Brown with 3 fouls is going to go. You'd love, if you're a Bobcat fan, to get him to charge right here.
You can't give up a 3 here. Ashton Taylor almost got a steal.
He would have been wide open had he got that steal, too, to go all the way down. Instead, 10 seconds left.
They're going to take 10, the last shot.
9.
Dre Pack with it. Handoff pass to Johnson. Dominant here in the third. Johnson wanted it. He's attacking. Shot is up, and it's good.
Wow.
Johnson takes it to the hole. 38-40. Bobcats lead by 2, but what a third quarter. Bobcats held to 8 points in that period, 20 burger for the Celtics.
Yeah, absolutely brutal third. We talked about the woes of the third quarter, and yet again they rear their ugly head, a 20-8 run for the Celtics. Meanwhile, if you're the Bobcats, you got to feel excited still to go into the fourth quarter with a 2-point lead over this team. That quarter was all about Jaden versus Jaden. Jaden Hendricks with 8 points to get to 16 to lead all scorers. But meanwhile, Jaden Johnson with only 2 in the first half says, anything you can do, I can do better, gets 10 in the third quarter alone, puts him only at 12 for the game. This fourth quarter is about to be bonkers. Looking at the rest of the scores, you have 8 for DeMarcus Brown, 3 for Alden Wynn, still 2 for Levon. You've got 1 for Stephen Walker, 7 for Mason Williams, and 3, that huge 3 for Drapac. Only his third point of the game, I should say, his only shot of the game, but ends up making a huge 3 to pull it within 2. The fact that it's a 2-point game, still pretty wild. Meanwhile, the Bobcats' leading scorer is going to be number 16, Jaden Hendricks. Demarie Brown with 2. Luke Woodard only with 3 tonight, been pretty quiet. 2 for Mekhi Martin, 7 for Ashton Taylor, none in that third quarter. And the Bobcats are going to start it out with Colton Garner-Rollins back to Sincere Taylor over to Woodard. Woodard into Johnson. No, sorry, that's Hendricks. Hendricks over to Colton Garner-Rollins. Out to Taylor. Thought about taking it, didn't. Still dishing around, taking their time. That's how they want to start this fourth.
Woodard to Hendricks. Hendricks dominant in this game. Feed the hot hand. Keep going, big fella. Hendricks gets the first field goal of the fourth.
In fact, the only Bobcat to score this entire second half is Hendricks.
7 players scored, I believe, in the first half. 8 in the first half. Johnson for 3. Bang!
Oh, no.
3s beat 2s. Bobcats up 1 here.
Yeah, Bobcats, no need to rush right now. Full court press, and they're doing well. Sincere Taylor is going to get across the line. The most dangerous pass, but then a nice little dish into Ashton Taylor, who gets open for the first time. Nice little footwork and gets 2.
Ashton Taylor, I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, has 9 points.
He does. Been quiet since the beginning of that second quarter, but now gets on the board there. Bobcats with a 3-point lead.
Attacking is Harrison. Harrison shot is up. Good off the glass. Back and forth we go, folks. If you got buddies at home and they're not tuned into this, send them the link. Listen on Bobcat Sports Live. This thing's going down the wire. Hendricks with it at the high post. Handoff pass to Sincere Taylor. Sincere Taylor should have shot the 3. Hendricks over to Corian Ferguson in the corner. Back to Taylor. Bobcats taking their time. Woodard with it, being guarded by Brown. Gives it to Hendricks. He's being guarded by Johnson. Sincere Taylor from 3, no good. Tipped around, goes to Woodard. Woodard thought about the 3. Pump fake, gets it to Taylor. Bobcats going to set it up. I don't know what this means, but Fisher's doing it. Hendricks from 2, no good. Rebounded by Harrison.
Yeah, I think that's who they wanted. By the way, Yajae Harrison to come down again. That was his first points of the game, and then immediately takes another 2 and got it to go in the foul. Help him up, Jaden. No, Jaden thought about it, didn't help him up.
He didn't want to. It was a pity help up anyway.
That may be the first lead of the game, at least since the first quarter.
It is.
Coaches are not liking it at all.
Nope.
Harrison, by the way, quiet the entire first 3 quarters, and now with 4 points looking to get a 5th.
Gosh, Bobcats can't. They just gave up the lead. They have to get it back. Sometimes that when you have that lead, that barrier here.
This is interesting. This is
just
one foul shot
as well.
They don't care about getting this rebound.
He's either going to make it or who cares. They've done it. They did it in the JV game as well. Actually, a missed thing in the JV game was a guy from the Celtics, after the ball was given to him, got out of the paint. That should be a technical foul.
Ooh.
It was missed in the JV game. And that would have been the game, by the way.
Wow, that's exactly right.
Think about it.
Hendricks back down his opponent, can't get his shot to go, and that's going to be a rebound to Harrison. Harrison drives it all the way down again in a push. They're going to call it blocking. I thought that was clear as day, a bump into his opponent. Meanwhile, Woodard going to get called for the foul, and Harrison is going to go to the line again.
I mean, Woodard definitely exaggerated the contact, but he did lower it in. I think that could have gone either way. I think if Woodard just takes that contact, we probably could have got it, but I think overselling it really hurt him a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too. Big weight differential maybe, while Harrison, meanwhile, hits the first of 2.
The Celtics, again, they used this time as an extra timeout. They did in the JV game. The difference in the JV game, they never broke it early enough, and the Bobcats would be able to run in transition. As the missed second free throw, here come the Bobcats. Colton Garner-Rollins with it. He's going to get trapped here. I think the Celtics are looking to trap Woodard with it on the right side of the floor. Celtics drop back into a little zone here, 3-2 zone. Pressing up. They do not want to give the Bobcats a look here. How you break it, you get inside the half, in the post, or the half, excuse me.
Oh, you break it like that.
It doesn't matter what I think, because you know how you break it. You give the ball to Luke Woodard, and he makes a three.
And the travel is going to be called on Roanoke Catholic. My goodness, that three gave the Bobcats a lead again. Roanoke Catholic immediately turns it over. Bobcats, you got to harness this momentum and keep it going. Ashton Taylor in the game is going to pass it into Sincere Taylor, Hendricks, Woodard, and Garner-Rollins, your starters for the Bobcats in the game. They inbound it. Going to have three defenders on Hendricks. He's going to get it over to Garner-Rollins, who's going to drive it in. A good look, but gets it blocked by Drapac. Drapac is going to tip it out of bounds. No, it's going to go off Garner-Rollins. Man, I thought Drapac tripped it out of bounds. Instead, good defense by him. Roanoke Catholic with the ball. 4:45 left, down 1 point. 2 fouls for the Bobcats in the fourth, none for the Celtics. Harrison's going to look to take a three, and instead takes 2 dribbles in and nails a 2. That's his 7th point here in the fourth quarter. Bobcats, no, Celtics are going to want a timeout. Wow. Back and forth game here in the fourth quarter. 48-47 is the lead for Roanoke Catholic. 4:35 to go.
This has been a ball game, folks. Again, if you're not tuned into this, you're missing out. You need to tell everyone you know to tune into us here on Bobcat Sports Live. 4:35 to go in the game. Bobcats trail by 1. It's been back and forth. Halftime report, Lady Vols playing South Carolina. Number 2 team in the country. Should be number 1 in my opinion, if you ask. 19-1 in the season, down 7.5.
Down 7.5? Oh, 7 at half. I thought you said down 7.5. That would have been wild. Meanwhile, what I've got right here is that Yajay Harrison has gotten all 7 points, but they've got to have had more in the fourth quarter. I think I'm missing some points here for the first time tonight.
It was 40-38. They have 10 here in the third.
They've got 10. I'm missing a 3 somewhere. Somebody got the 3 ball. Drape, who got the 3 ball?
Brown, right? I have Jaden Johnson with a 3.
No, I think Jaden Johnson with a 3 this quarter. Okay, that must be what it is then.
It's the last score he's made. So
great. Bobcats, meanwhile, inbound it, trying to get back on the board, trying to take this lead back. And something is going to be called.
Oh, my gosh. Invert whistle.
Time.
The official,
he says, my bad.
The official thought Coach Fisher was asking for a timeout here, so an invert whistle.
Which would have been wild. Instead, Mekhi Martin's going to get a chance to check in the game.
When he pointed, I was like, there's no way we're calling a timeout.
I thought he was calling a tech on him for a minute.
No.
Instead, Ashton Taylor and Garner-Rollins are going to go to the bench. A little bit of rest.
Wouldn't be the first tech in Radford basketball history.
That's fair.
Taylor with it. Over to Corian Ferguson. Mekhi Martin thought about the 3. Sincere Taylor has it. Almost hit by the Celtics. They're pushing the Bobcats up. Hendricks with it in the corner. Woodard. They're going to make the Bobcats use every step of this gym here. Mekhi Martin tipped around. Corian Ferguson has it now. Sincere Taylor, 4 minutes to go in the contest. Bobcats trailing 1. Sincere Taylor, this zone, 3-2 zone. They're putting basically one man in the middle of the floor. Going to make the Bobcats use every inch of it. Woodard has it underneath the basket. Put it up, Woodard!
You got to go up with that, Woodard. He had a chance. He thought about stuttering and getting a foul, and instead somebody comes from behind and picks his pocket. Roanoke Catholic with the lead, 1 point lead, and the ball. Looking around, who's going to take it? Johnson's going to drive, kicks it back out to number 23 for 3, and buries it. Anybody on this team can shoot. That's Stephen Walker, his first field goal of the night, 4th point of the night. Bobcats are going to have to answer. First time they've been playing down. They're down 4, 3:19 to go.
Gosh.
Incredible defense by Roanoke Catholic right now. Smothering. They're going to get into Hendricks. Hendricks with that athletic move. Can't get it to go, but it's going to get fouled.
Yeah,
if that's on Brown, that could be huge.
I thought Hendricks got lucky there. He kind of went in wild.
It looks like 31. Drapac, his second. Only their first in the fourth quarter. Doesn't look like fouls are going to play much of a role in this fourth quarter. Hendricks needs to hit these.
Williams going to check in here for Roanoke Catholic.
And he hits the first. 19 for the game for Hendricks. My goodness.
Incredible. Got to be a season high for him.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Has to be, right?
Certainly for the games that we've called at home.
Yeah.
Up in the end, trying to make it 20 and around and out, but it's going to be tipped.
Oh, my gosh.
I feel like Corian Ferguson pushed the hand of number 24, but maybe not. That could have been just out on Corian. Either way, it's going to be Bobcats basketball. Down 3, 3:11 left. Bobcats going to catch a break, and they need one.
I would love an I mean.
They're going to have to make the most of it here.
Makai Martin.
Martin, good defense by number 2, Hairston. Knocks it out of bounds again.
I can't even speak right now. I apologize, folks.
He can't believe what he's seeing.
You're tuning in to hear me go, ooh, ah, ooh.
Meanwhile, that's about all we can say. This fourth quarter's leaving us speechless. A 3-point Bobcat deficit. Going to inbound it to Woodard. Woodard over to Sincere Taylor. Bobcats. Hendricks, I wanted you to take it. He doesn't. Instead, he gets trapped, but we've got Woodard in the corner. Wide open for 3. Up and down, can't get it. Ferguson tips it, almost went back in. Hendricks going to get it. Can't get it. Thought he got fouled, didn't. Woodard's going to get the ball. He's under the basket. He's up with it, and it's good. Luke Woodard fighting for everything. That's going to be a 51-50 Roanoke Catholic lead. 2:45 to go. Roanoke Catholic with the ball, trying to add to their lead. Bobcats need to stop to try and take the lead back. Oh, my goodness.
Celtics going to take as much clock as they can. If the Bobcats aren't going to press up on them, they will gladly run the time off the clock. You have to press up. You're only down 1, but Roanoke Catholic will stand here all you let them. Makai Martin defending Johnson. They give it off to Williams. Williams bringing it around the right side, attacking, looking to attack his number 5, Brown. Brown gets it off in the corner. 3, no good. Makai Martin, I thought he got pushed in the back, and I thought he got a block. I thought Makai Martin might have got pushed in the back on the rebound. Now, I'm not saying he didn't touch him. I'm just saying, tough break for Makai Martin.
Yeah, that was great defense. His man got the rebound under the basket. He played as good as he could have, but got the foul call. So Jaden Johnson's going to go to the line with 2. 2:10 left. Celtics are up 2. These are going to be huge free throws. He's up with the first one and off the front of the rim, and it is no good. Drapac going to check back in for number 24, Williams. On the court for the Bobcats. Defense. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. On the court for the Bobcats, you've got Ferguson, Martin, Sincere, Taylor. No Ashton Taylor, by the way. Second is up, and it is good. My goodness, Johnson with his 4th point of the 4th quarter. Only up 2. Bobcats are going to get it. They're trying to break the press. They do. They get it back in bounds. Sincere Taylor at the top of the key. Into Ferguson. He's got a wide open Luke Woodard for 3. Can't get it to go. Oh, Makai Martin as high as he could go for the rebound. Instead, tips it out of bounds. That's going to be Celtics basketball. Celtics are up 2. Johnson going to sit on the bench. That's interesting. No, maybe it's not him. No, it's Drapac down to the bench.
Offense, defense, bringing back Williams here. Williams going to inbound the basketball. Gets it off to Hairston, being guarded by Sincere Taylor. Push off. Got away with it. Williams now has the basketball, trying to get it to Hairston. Hairston being guarded by Taylor. Makai Martin now defense. Corian Ferguson rips down the board. 1:42 to go. Sincere Taylor with the basketball. Got to bring it up. Can't pick up your dribble there, big fella. Get it across. No.
The ball wasn't. No. Oh, they're going to call it a backcourt violation. His body did come across, but the ball never did. That is a tough call at this point in the game. The Bobcats don't like it, and they shouldn't. Ball never crossed half court. Oh, right in front of us.
He was in the air.
Right in front of us, he was in the air. Jaden Hendricks is going to do everything he can to get a steal right here. It's a minute 34. Celtics lead is up 2. Sincere Taylor wants it. Ashton Taylor, by the way, checked back in the game.
We are biased, but that call.
That was tough. We weren't biased. That was right in front of us on this one. That was clear as day. Sometimes we don't have the angle. This time we did.
1:19 to go. Celtics going to hold on to it. Bobcats with 3 fouls. Might have to start using them. Got to press up. Almost got a steal. Corian Ferguson trying to pick up the charge. Good defense by the Bobcats. Here they come. 1:08 to go. Corian Ferguson, Makai Martin in the corner. Makai attacking. And
yes,
and one! Ashton Taylor limping on the floor right now. I don't know what happened. He's got to come out of the game.
Oh, he's limping big time. Makai Martin, by the way, decisive. Got the ball almost at the 3-point line and decides I'm going to take it.
I hope he didn't tear something right there, because he's been hurt all year, and he's holding – I can't tell if he's holding his hamstring or his Achilles right now. I hope he is okay. Makai Martin tied it up. He's going to the line. Shot is up and good.
Huge. The huge and one. It's looking like Ashton Taylor will not play the rest of the game. I can't imagine he's going to come back in. Makai Martin goes back to the bench.
He is whimpering in pain right now. Walsh got to look at him. he can't. He's beside himself. He can't move his leg right now.
He can. He wants to be in for this. It's a 53-52 Bobcat lead. 1 minute left. Roanoke Catholic with the ball. This is everything. We thought JV was electric. How about varsity? Jaden Johnson with the ball. He's been everything for the Celtics in the second half. He's going to take a shot. He's going to miss it, but going to be fouled during the shot. So it is going to be 50 seconds left. Luke Woodard is going to be the person that gives that foul. And so Johnson's going to go to the line for 2. He's been pretty solid tonight. He has already hit 3 free throws. We're going to see if he can make 4 or 5. 50 seconds left. 4 fouls now for the Bobcats. So they're going to be in the bonus if they hit another one. Meanwhile, he drains the first. Good-looking shot. Ties the ball game at 53. Drapac going to come back in for the Celtics. 50 seconds left. Johnson is going to hit. He's going to shoot the second of 2 free throws. Whole gym watches him. He's up. It's
missed
off. Jaden Hendricks with the rebound. 50 seconds.
Bobcats
Here we go.
tied up here. 53-53. Bobcats cannot turn the ball over. Colton Donner-Rollins with it, and they do. Stripped away by Harrison. Woodard thought he got a block, but it's going to send Harrison to the free throw line. Harrison, according to my records, is 50%. I could be wrong. I have him at 50% from the free throw line, but he's going to get 2. That's a 5th foul. It's a shooting foul anyway.
Absolutely brutal turnover. You thought maybe they would try and hold for the last basket. Instead, they did. They couldn't quite get it to him. Harrison shoots the first. It's going to be no good. This is going to be huge. Tie ball game if you're just checking in. Makai Martin's going to be in for Gardner Rollins. 53-53, 35 seconds left. Oh, my goodness. What a game.
The folks are on the edge of their seats. If he misses this.
Everybody's going to be up for the rebound. It is up. It is
ice
good.
in his veins. Harrison makes it, puts him up 1. Press. Sincere Taylor picked up his dribble. Got to get it across. Hendricks with it. Makai Martin in the corner. 26 seconds to go. Sincere Taylor has it. Bobcats have 2 timeouts if they need it. 23 seconds to go. Sincere Taylor attacking. Picks up his dribble. Makai Martin attacking the paint. Pass it over. Thrown out of bounds. No, it's tipped back in.
You got to foul him. You got to foul him. My goodness, 9 seconds left. Makai Martin got a little too excited. He threw it too high. Meanwhile, they got it a good foul. 9.5 seconds left. Roanoke Catholic is up 1 point.
They
will have 2 at the line.
You had 2 timeouts. Once you saw it wasn't working, call one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe. Look, I'm backseat driving right now.
I would have done what you did. Meanwhile, 23 has hit 1. That is Stephen Walker. He's hit 1 tonight.
If he makes them both, the game is almost over.
He misses. This is absolutely gigantic. Radford is going to have a chance to have one last shot for all the glory. We're going to see if he can hit the second one.
I'm not saying you call a timeout. I don't think you should. I love letting these things play out. Bobcats call one now. I actually like that better.
No. 23,
like that better.
Stephen Walker is going to have a second chance to put his team up 2.
You give Roanoke time to talk about it as well. Bobcats down 1. Look, if you're the Bobcats, make or miss here. Get it in quick. You have to attack the paint. You put your shooters on the outside, but you attack the paint. If you get an open look, take it. If they foul you, you're going. If it's on the shot, you're going. If I'm Roanoke Catholic here, you got fouls to give. I might foul somebody in the backcourt.
Absolutely. They have 2 fouls to give before it becomes an issue. I'm 100% fouling as far from the basket as I can.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 to give.
They're just going to try and waste the clock. By the way, you hate to see it. That backcourt violation, an absolute backbreaker at this point in the game right now. I would too. We were the replay. It was right here. The ball wasn't even close. The body was close. The ball was not.
The argument would be if you're an official.
That's right.
I don't have
argument.
one. I don't because even if his feet,
no argument.
Even if his feet are on this side of the floor, the ball hasn't crossed, so the ball hasn't.
He leaps from one side. He catches the ball on the other side, clear as day. And the ref had a view on it, but
the ball never crossed the half.
Never crossed the half court line.
Either way, so you haven't established anything on this side of the floor. Correct. I mean, I'm not an expert, but
9 seconds left. 9.5 on the clock. In for the Bobcats. Corian Ferguson Woodard. That was Hilton. Number 1, Sincere Taylor. Number 4, Makai Martin Hendricks. 23 is going to have his second look from the free throw line. He is up and good.
9.5 to go. Bobcats have to get it in. Celtics putting on the pressure. Corian Ferguson with it to Sincere Taylor. 6 seconds to go. Sincere Taylor, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Corian Ferguson. It's got to be a jump ball.
And the
it
ball
goes
is
to
going
the
to go to the
Celtics.
Celtics. My goodness, had to get it and go right back up and doesn't.
Had to.
2.2 seconds left. Celtics are going to come out with this win.
You can't get a shot off in less than 0.2.
Sincere Taylor with a great look at the ball just off the backboard. Bobcats are heartbroken. Ashton Taylor is hurt, standing now on his own accord. Bobcats lose 55-53 is your final. Man, what a ball game. Absolutely hate to see it. The Celtics did not foul that last possession. They had a chance to. Pretty tight defense. I thought a couple times they got maybe away with a couple. Bobcats are going to jog off the court. Sad about what could have been.
Absolutely sad about what could have been. Jaden Hendricks had his biggest performance of the season tonight. I will give Roanoke Catholic credit. They're making their guys come back and clean up their mess. I kind of respect that.
Oh, I like that too. They were yelling. I thought somebody was scuffling. Instead, it's them yelling at their players and saying, hey, you left cups underneath. We're going to clean this up. It's a good move by Roanoke Catholic.
Yeah, for sure. That was a big-time game, big-time players, and that was tough for the Bobcats to lose. I would have loved for them to come away with a victory. That would have been a big-time victory. But that kind of shows you that the Bobcats can fight through adversity. That being said, they were up 32-18, and Roanoke Catholic had 33 in the second half? 30,
my goodness, yeah.
Something like that. I'm not good at math.
No, 18. 37.
37.
18 in the first half, 37 in the second. Second half woes, again, specifically the third quarter. Brutal for the Bobcats, a 20-8 swing. Oh, what could have been?
What could have been is right. Bobcats end up losing. We're going to go over here to the calendar. The girls, I believe, were on the road tonight at Giles. I never got an update, so I don't have anything for you on that. Swim and dive, the championships are coming up in a couple weeks. We got some people going to be swimming in a state championship, so that's good. They have tomorrow night. Girls play at home against Patrick County and Scholastic Bowl at James River. Swim meet. And on Wednesday, the boys are on the road at Patrick County. So tomorrow night, girls will play at home. So tune in for that. Again, will you be here tomorrow?
Tuesday night, it's the girls tomorrow?
Yeah.
I've got to look.
Okay.
I don't know.
Finish tell me everyone who scored for the
Let's
Bobcats.
look at some stats. I'm heartbroken as I give you these stats. 16 for Jaden Johnson.
And he had none in the first half?
He had 2 the whole first half, and then breaks out with 10 in the third quarter, 4 in the fourth. Plays absolutely huge. Yajae Hairston with none through 3 quarters, and then 8 in the fourth out of nowhere. 8 points for DeMarcus Brown, 3 for Alden Wynn, 2 for Levon, 5 for Stephen Walker, including that huge free throw towards the end of the game, 7 for Mason Williams and 3 for Adam Drapek. Meanwhile, for the Bobcats, 3 for Garner Rollins, only 4 for Sincere Taylor, that big 3 for Blake Farmer, but couldn't get back in for some more. Only 9 for Ashton Taylor, still hobbled. 9 for him, 5 for Mekhi Martin, 8 for Luke Woodard, 19 for Jaden Hendricks, 2 for Demarie Brown, and none for Corian Ferguson. Man, Corian Ferguson we knew was going to have a tough go. Any of our big men were going to have trouble down low. Jaden Hendricks, the only one able to break it just a little bit. You would have loved to see at the end him take it in, but Sincere Taylor had a good look at it, a good shot, just couldn't quite get it. Ferguson gets the rebound down low and then just smothered by 3 giants who loomed over him. He just couldn't get back up for a shot.
Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Bobcats lose by 2. Remember, it's always a great day to be a Bobcat. God bless.